Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start the stream now. Unfortunately, I had how do you call that? A virtual pub quiz, Corona time. I only had like 5 seconds to get in. Okay, cool. Everything's ready, set, and waiting now for France to start, to ready up. We're also in the TeamSpeak of these both nations. Don't know how this is going to work, to be honest, since I had a lot more prep time the last time around. For those who don't know what we are casting, it's the Nations Cup number 23. It's the quarterfinals after the Swiss system. And actually, here's the Swiss system. As you can see, it's a clusterfuck of colors. But what is vastly more important is this playoff tree. As you can see, yesterday we shoutcasted Poland versus USA. Now we have the second match, Nordic versus France. France, the reigning world champions, and the game is just started. It's Abby CTF, believe it or not, the choice of the French. Let's add some audio to the mix. Follow ZMB here. Well, he takes a lot of damage from Fescarn, so won't be able to run the flag. But in comes Biddle to follow up. But he's going to try and counter-attack. Nicely done there, and get some support here from Bray. Bray down to 20%. Where is Mr. Biddle? Let's see if we can find him. With 50%, he will make the first tap and drops down.
Anyone need support?
Thanks very much for that sub. I see it's BKAI Bakau. I'm going to try and pronounce it correctly. Thanks very much, Bakau. Really appreciate your continued support. I see this is your second month. Biddle here already in possession of the flag for the second time. A nice interception here by Fantasy, but ZMB will be able to bring it home. And in comes an attack from behind. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get myself settled here a little bit. Just going to take a quick bit of water here. We have Team Survivor after this, by the way. It's Prague Team Survivor. And I know that a lot of you guys will be here to root for the Nordics. Also, if you are so kind, it would be great for you guys to also share this on Discord, but also on Facebook and that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't have any time whatsoever to publish that this game is being played. Anyway, for now, Biddle once more from behind will touch the flag and surprises Rasikaya, or whatever, 10-9er, T9er. Oh, nice positioning here by Simka, only getting headshots there. Picks up the next Kevlar vest, but gets past the corner. And brings it home 6-0 within 3 minutes. So if you're... oh yeah, by the way, I'm the GTV cameraman, so it's a bit of a shame as well. Try and look at this from the Nordic point of view, but most of them are already dead. Bray getting some info that the Nordics would at least be delayed in their spawn. Fest brings it home, but won't be able... Well, T9er here and RKQ return the flag. In the meantime, the blue flag is gone, and it's Fantasy here with 15%. Who will make it 6-1 and gets a death. But all of the Nordics are dead, so incoming nades. That's one, and it did a lot of damage to one of the Nordics. Good movement here by Fantasy, getting past the French cordoning off. Oh, Vesk, watch out for the detonate. Well, one out full. In this case, the top flag runner of the French. ZMB. He got past RKQ. So let's see, I am in their TeamSpeak as well, so I wonder if I can join.
No? Kill me, straight, kill me straight.
I didn't give him the permission to join this channel.
7 of 90, yeah.
Hey, who get the
Joinade
permission?
han?
Jag tror det.
Ej, till mitt game, din jävla råtta. En i central.
Okay, I'm going to quickly mute myself. What? So this is the first time in, I think, all of my streaming career that I was able to join a TeamSpeak, and apparently it wasn't allowed. That's weird, to be very honest. Can't switch when paused. So guys, just to clarify, I'm there we go. I'm on their TeamSpeak, the TeamSpeak of pretty much all of the Nations Cup captains, and I didn't need a password, so I thought might as well just join. But apparently that's not what they wanted, and I did ask them, and since they didn't want to wait like 3 minutes or something like that, I didn't get an answer from them. Well, whatever. For now, let's get this show on the road. And now it's the French that are timing out. Oh, Jesus. Actually, I just read the chat. They didn't say I wasn't allowed to join. So, sucks to be you, Veskarn. Actually, what I noticed when we were in their TeamSpeak for a split second there, they were talking English. At least a little bit. Anyway, unfortunately, no Team Nordic for your amusement. Then again, can't be a lot of good based off of their game. Oh, nicely done here from Biddle. takes out Scoob in quick succession, and will also try and return the flag. It will be returned now by the French, and Keon has free reign. Yeah, I know you guys want the French comms. I'll give you a little bit of that.
Un long KT.
69 tunnel.
Fontaine,
Fontaine,
1 HP, il est derrière la flag.
Le dernier, il est tunnel.
Pas d'infos sur le last.
C'est-à-dire que lui, il est tunnel, il fait rien.
Le gars vrai.
Ouais, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Il avance Marble Down maintenant, peut-être.
Oh, pardon. Oh lol.
Lol, un tunnel qui rush.
Il a racheté. Il y en a qui s'en deux qui s'en
Good defense here from
The name
Biddle.
of tunnel.
He's the
50
last
HP.
one.
Flag toujours là,
Has
encore à
to
l'eau.
keep them off. And the flag got returned by Keon. Nicely
Oh
done.
putain, touche les tête, nice.
Tous morts, tous morts.
Ok, j'avance la room.
Je peux pas prendre.
Très bien, très bien. 9-2. Oh, nicely done. Simka does more damage to himself, unfortunately. Anyway, back to the game now, trying to focus, and I'm reading Twitch chat too much. Glad to see you guys have all found the stream though. Bray here, hoping to get a death, and he will. Oh, was that out full? Yes, it was out full. Fantastic. That's what you get when you don't want me in TeamSpeak. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The Nordics are getting their asses handed to them now. Biddle going to bleed out here in time. Yes, he will. Only just. So we've got another 10 minutes of Abby one-sidedness coming your way, most likely. Let's hope that Prague will be a bit better. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a lot slower. It's nice to see some CTF, but I don't know. It's only nice when the same with Team Survivor. It's only nice when it's not one-sided. Bray running at home again. 12-3 and Biddle with the follow-up. It's just Blaze Fantasy remaining, who did actually manage to stop. I might stream Turkey versus Italy if enough people are interested. Anyway, for now though, let's focus on this game because 12-3 is the score. And yeah, that's kind of rough for the Nordics. I wish I really had some time to prep this because I would have thrown some stats around, but maybe I'll be able to find them during the break. Be right back, guys. So it doesn't look like we'll have much of a break. In fact, we're just waiting for the French to ready up. And, well, seeing as they were leading 12-3 in the first half, I don't expect that a lot of tactics will be needed to secure the win here on Abbey. Due to the way that this tournament is set up, obviously they didn't play against each other previously. It's the French who already played versus, well, for instance, Australia. They lost against the Portuguese though. They won against the Germans, and following that they won against Team Argentina. The Nordics had a very different route. In fact, they lost 2 matches, and following that won their won 3, which was quite a rough road, if you as you can well imagine. Only qualifying in the round 5 of the Swiss system. And here we go. Already ZMB in possession of the flag and sliding it all the way home with a nice finish there of RKQ. Now it's Blaze Fantasy who's last one standing. And from his perspective, dies as well quite easily. So here we go, ZMB going for the 2nd cap in a row. Let's see if he can string another without dying, because he hasn't died yet. And again in possession of the flag. This would really actually be a record, at least that I've ever... Oh! That is... I've never actually seen somebody cap 3 round, at least without, well, while knowing, capping 3 flags in a row in one life. But very nicely done there by the French, showing their supremacy. Sorry guys, just fixing something. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, this is also the first time that the Nordics have actually qualified for the playoff stages. Well, I hope that they get to play a bit better on their home map. Check if what I'm saying, if that's correct. While also trying to do the camera. I know it's not ideal. That's why we usually have either Maku or Biddle to be our GTV cameraman. But one of them is obviously playing. Yes, indeed. The Nordics never actually got past, at least unless maybe NationsCup number 13. What was that? No, simply don't have the information. Sorry guys. Anyway, for now though, no, this is in fact their best qualifier to date, unless maybe NationsCup number 17. Yeah, NationsCup number 17 was in fact a little bit better. They managed to reach the quarterfinals before, but that was when there were also, yeah, there were a lot more competitors. So the Nordics still trying to get their first cap in on this side of the map. Tough look for ZMB, but gets the kill in the end. Nicely timed nade there. And comes in from behind. Ooh. RKQ playing with the Negev. Getting the click sound with the Negev, that's rare, especially in CTF. And again, I guess that the Negev is the only weapon, or is only a weapon that can be used in CTF. Throws it over to ZMB. Yeah, 5 more minutes here of painful Nordic versus France. Just waiting for that little bit of stamina to show off what makes this game amazing. Speed, wall jumps, etc. A little bit of lag there. Wow. My Urban Terror is dropping frames at the moment. It's not the stream, unfortunately. Bray there playing without a helmet, it seemed. Nicely positioned nade. And all of the Nordics are dead, giving the French free rein. Ooh, that nade was actually thrown too far here by Simka. But we'll get the double helmet with the AK. Oh my god, Simka completely obliterating the Nordic team. And Lisko gets past the corner. An attempt at an intercept here by the Nordics is actually successful. With 1 second before the wave respawn. Suicidal Nordics throwing themselves into the spawn. And it will be 8-1. Easy, sure. If only you would show that before. Fesk out full, as well as Lisko, it seems. Yeah, the Negev doesn't do a lot of damage. Well, there's plenty of friendly banter here between both teams, but it's pretty damn obvious that the Nordics have given up hope. Where did I leave that nade? Well, Biddulph actually found it, jumped in front of it. Oh god, I don't know what I should be doing with it. Nice buck here from Simka. Totally oblivious of his teammates. Even when he gets surprised, he still has more time to kill off the Nordics than when they have a second to spare. It's painful to watch, and this is not really predicting a lot of good for the Nordics on Tahunga. this is what I really like about CTF. Obviously not the rape, that's obviously not what I like, but it requires a bit more teamwork than on CTF from my perspective, and it really needs a lot more coordination, especially time-wise, etc. You need to time your nades straight into the spawn and that sort of stuff. Anyway, GG, yeah, wish I could say the same. I know that's kind of rough, but it's true. Did I see that? Oh yeah, I said Tuhunga I think a couple of times, but it's Prague Team Survivor. Anyway, for now though, I am really going to take a break, get something to drink and get myself settled for hopefully a lot closer map. Be right back. Welcome back everybody. Well, the Nordics have been talking a lot of smack on the game server, but well, I could easily put them down just simply by saying that I wasn't allowed to upload this onto YouTube. You know which reasons. Anyway, let's hope that the second map will actually be allowed to be uploaded onto YouTube. Because this is their home map. It's time for Nordic versus France, round number 2, or well, actually I should say map number 2. Let's hope that we actually are going to get our money's worth. Well, which money's worth that we're paying, but whatever. Actually, well, there is some money's worth. I forgot to mention. Well, no, I didn't forget to mention during the last stream. But I see that we have at least a lot more new viewers today. Let's hope that we can get past that triple-digit mark, or at least get onto the triple-digit mark again. Yesterday we had 120 viewers at the peak, which was freaking amazing. It feels like 5 years ago. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that we have a prize pot due to all of your donations, etc. At the moment it's 100 euros for the winning team, which is still a decent amount of beer that you can buy in an evening. Maybe not in Paris or London, but definitely where I'm at, that can get you quite wasted. Anyway, for now, let's get the show on the road. 20 minutes of Prague Team Survivor, and I shouldn't forget, I'm the GTV cameraman. No SR8 spotted just yet. ZMB pre-firing, and if opening kills, well, it's a bit of an exchange actually. Fantasy for Bray. Nice hiding place here from RKQ, and all of a sudden it's turned around. The French had one man more, but the Nordics. Oh, the smack talking, guys! You honestly missed a lot. I didn't really want to show it pretty much, but there's a lot of smack talking on the servers, especially between maps. Displacing Skoog just slightly. On the other side of the map, a lot more is happening. It's been an exchange again, this time in favor of the French. Dying. Nicely done by Bray, and they know that RKQ is down to 8% and Slide will finish it off with relative ease. All square, 1-1. Oh, that's not a good start. They think that the French need some help. The reigning Nations Cup champions need some help from the Nordics. In comes the push. Well, they did manage to med up just a little. Thanks very much, Fonsekovic. That's very generous of you, simply by donating your time to spread the good word of Urban Terror. Skoog here gets 2 kills in a row. Now let's see if he can take out ZMB. 3 kills. Now where's Bray? Nicely done there. Skoog gets 4 kills. Sorry, just to say, it took me 5 seconds to realize that that fourth was actually also done by Skoog. But what a rampage there for him. We're going to follow him a little bit more. This time around, it's ZMB who has the upper hand, and Skoog will get an instant medic. And again, the exchange is going in favor of the Nordics. In comes Fantasy to finish it off, 3-2, winning 2 rounds on the trot here, the Nordics. And of course, they and as well as me hope that they can string a couple more, because a third round would definitely not be misplaced for the quarterfinals of the Nations Cup. Oh, jeepers creepers. Well, Fantasy did get the kill there, and RKQ was already killed by ZMB. Fantasy though, last one standing now, and yeah, they will med up back to 90 and 100. Fantasy might as well just slash kill here, but well, you never know. Well, in this case you do. It's all square once more. So we have a match on our hands finally, after watching 20 minutes of yeah, awkward Abbey CTF. Kion eating a grenade sandwich there, over at the Wookele stairs. Bray manages to escape and meds slide back. So, I wonder, well no, I was about to say I wonder if we're going to have a timeout. We were listening to the American team yesterday who were contemplating going for a timeout, and then they started winning a couple of rounds, and in fact they won both maps. That, by the way, was for me the best match of the Nations Cup this year, and it's available now on YouTube, so check it out. Let's also have a little bit of a listen to the French side next round. It's going to be all square once more at 4. Nice kill though. But they stick together and execute Raiskaya, or whatever, T9er in quick succession. Let's listen to the French.
Personne found pour l'instant.
Un close KO.
Yes.
Il est où?
Found 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ah, 3
Lance
found.
le.
Encore un found.
Un street low, nice.
Found,
J'arrive te
found.
med.
Un toujours found.
Fais gaffe, ok.
Un street qui approche.
Mort trip.
Attention des nades.
Et Medic-Lo, je suis en cover. J'ai pas votre back. Hein.
C'est bon, c'est bon, je
C'est
reprends.
lui qui joue Fontaine normalement.
On push
Et
Fontaine
qui
à
joue
3.
Exé.
Ouais.
Vas-y.
It's funny that the locations are
Ok,
still
allez-y,
there,
je back
push Castle.
and actually also the health status.
Pas Castle.
Je rentre dans l'hôtel.
Je vais voir café.
Rien hôtel.
Il a dû push Exé, je pense. Avancez, Exé.
Exé 100.
Nicely done without
Don't
taking
think-
any damage.
Il a 100 HP toujours en bas.
That's
Il remonte
very
maintenant.
nice. Just needs one more.
On a fait se faire baiser.
Ah, gros.
I'm surprised, no reaction whatsoever. Well, then again, if you get an ass whooping, he took out 2 and a bit. Oh, Bray taking the SR8 here. So the French in the lead once more. Ooh, nice headshot, but Bray has the helmet, so he's still alive. Oh, nicely done. Takes out Fantasy. So it's 3 versus 2, and Skoog here. All of the action happening on the other side of the map. Oh my god, that timing was horrible! Horrible! Wow. Okay, so now the French for the first time leading by 2. And let's see if they can keep the lead that the Nordics have given away. The opening kills going in favor of the Nordics. They took out ZMB, a top fragger for the French, as you can see on the scoreboard. ZMB or RKQ staying alive here, but the Nordics are low.
Red team win.
Great awareness from Slide, and Keon will also execute RKQ. So the lead now building. Yeah, give them your energy, guys. They will absolutely need it. And again, the Nordics going to lose another round. So let's quickly analyze what happened. The Nordics losing 2 rounds that were very close, but actually I have to say that they gave it away. So they did have a man advantage at both rounds, and after that they've started losing round after round. And now they're facing a 4-round deficit. As long as the French keep on medicing the way that they have, oh, nicely done there. Raskaya distracting, and Slide will be executed by Fantasy. Let's have a look at those kills. Lizco and Bray not in double figures just yet. And this seems to be going Nordic's way. But what I am surprised about is that the Nordics, they keep on pushing just a little bit too far. At least that's my perspective. I'm sure that many of you will disagree. But push just a little bit too far while in the lead. And not wait for a medic. And nevertheless, they win 2 rounds on the trot in quick succession. And, well, still 11 minutes on the clock. So a lot to play for. Keon pushing the Wukla stairs. All of France are still alive. But a nice angle here from Fescarn means that it's Keon versus Fescarn and Fantasy. Well done there by the Nordics. I'm impressed. It's often that you see the heads hang low once you've started losing 4 or 5 rounds on the trot, and that was exactly what happened. Nice nade, but Bray still alive and doing damage. RKQ doing a ring around the rosy here in miniature, but it's the French that will take this round. Night, Keon. Nicely done, Keon, making sure that he will get the kill, but positioned awkwardly so Fescarn could get an easy kill. Let's follow the French here at Execution Square. Is this the place that they will make their stand and get their double-digit round in? Oh, nicely done there by Slide, making use of the angles, but Fescarn will finish him off. I'm impressed the way Fescarn and, to be honest, the rest of the Nordics are also playing. Especially after, well, the ass whooping that they got on app. Wow. That's just genius. Stop using the snooze RKQ. That's just painful to look at, to watch, especially at this level. That's not supposed to happen. This guy giving all of the important info, but also opening his teammates to a counter attack, and you could see that all of the team rushed in here, at least 2, but that left the rest of this road available for the French to come in here and actually just completely obliterate the Nordic team. Sorry guys, my locations on Prague, in fact my locations in general, are not that good. I'm trying to stay alive. Nice counter here. Yeah, oh well. Back to a 4-round deficit here. 12-8 with 8 minutes on the clock. It's still possible, but I think Night is nicer, to be honest, Moscow. But nice nade, NN. Okay, thanks. I've learned the Urban Terror lingo now. RKQ only with 1% remaining here. Will be returning to base. They have the man advantage this time around. Nicely done there by the Nordics. So many nades falling in 1 second. But Fantasy, why were you moving in without the rest of your team? This is just stupid. Oh, come on, Nordics. This is never supposed to happen like that. Oh my. Feeding themselves to the slaughter of the French. And I know it wasn't a real slaughter, but still, that if their timing was correct, then, well, they would have had an advantage. They would have had fountains secure. Many improvements possible on the Nordic team. And the fact that that stupid Glock is still being used as a primary is ridiculous. Anyway, the difference now has increased to 5. And it seems like we'll have an early exit here for the Nordics with 6 minutes on the clock. So many hits and so many low damage hits, but he manages to beat off both Frenchies. In comes Lisko from behind. Ooh, but it's Raskaya who will take the get the longest straw there. damage done there by ZMB. Oh, and it's Fantasy who has to retreat and gets past the corner though. And the rest of Nordic managed to clear the sweep the floor with the Frenchies. So another comeback here. Let's hope that the caster's curse won't affect them too much, because I can tell you this, I am rooting for them. I'm rooting for anything that makes this game take longer. The pre-shoot, but pre-medic even stronger for the French. And now it's 3 versus 2. Bray will manage to take out Veskarn, and it's Raskaya over at the castle, who, well, with 33%, has a tough path ahead of him, especially now that it's down to 1%. Oh, actually, it's 1 versus 1, but the time wasting is actually in favor of the French. Both 1 hit. Oh, they just crossed each other there. Really, Bray? Yeah, well, why not, I guess. I don't know if this is stupid or... I mean, this also stops the fluidity, the roll of the game for the Nordics here, while they were mounting a bit of a comeback. Okay, well... Oh god. This is just painful to watch. I hope that one of these teams actually gets the round. Oh, come on! You were so close! Okay, well, Raskaya heard. Draw. He heard and he didn't choose to go for it. That's a shame. So, 1.5 minutes remaining. That means that the Nordics have to win. Yes, absolutely, Slazik. The donation messages are still on. So the Nordics need to win this round within now and 50 seconds. Actually, just a little bit less. And that's not the way you're going to win a round. Turn your back to an opponent. Oh god. This might be curtains. This is curtains. This is GG. Oh, man. If they could replay that stupid slow round. Well, GG. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping for a third and deciding map, but it seems that we won't be lucky, us the viewers. 16-12, well, are we going to have 16-13? It doesn't really matter. One thing's for sure, the Nordics are out of the Nations Cup after, well, battling through the 5th round of the Swiss system. Now, well, it's just Bray remaining with the SR8. Slides away. But at 16-13, the end score, that was a lot closer. And to be honest, without the rounds that were thrown away, because I think there were 2 rounds there, maybe 3, that could have been played a lot more tactically by the Nordics, then we would have seen a completely different outcome of this match. But it's coulda, woulda, shoulda. Unfortunately, this is it. Congratulations, France. You go on to the semi-finals. Let's have a quick peek at the brackets. So France will face versus Australia or Portugal. That match will be played, if I'm not mistaken, on Tuesday. But let me...
Wola mem schlange. I hope Rey Mysterio gets you do.
It sounded like Spanish, but it wasn't Spanish. It was a donation. Thanks very much for the donation. Let me quickly check, because unfortunately I didn't have my Streamlabs website open, and I wasn't in time to catch your name. So I'll have that in a second. But before that, Belgium versus Argentina is going to be played in 2 hours. Unfortunately, that's at 12:15, so I won't be able to shoutcast that. I will shoutcast the demo though on Monday, so don't worry. Keep an eye out there, and we will shoutcast the demo. It will probably also be shoutcasted live by Chance, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that was ADX donating €1. Well, thanks very much for those S's.